absolutely repulsive. That's why I enjoy it when I'm forced to do it.
Yeah, but
Oh,
don't
that's
don't
very weird.
don't don't do that stuff though, bro.
Why
Don't
not?
don't take joy
I
because God
don't.
doesn't want you to do that.
God, your God is nonsense. We have already covered that.
Wait, why?
Because you said it's an unscientific proposition.
I didn't say I did not say that.
So your God is a scientific proposition?
No,
Wait,
I
I
think we
think there's
should
a difference
cover.
between something being unscientific and not scientific.
Well, either way,
Unless what you mean by unscientific is not scientific. Because when
yeah.
you say unscientific, it seems to imply that it's like contrary to science. But something can be perfectly consistent with science
No,
without
no,
being contained within the category of science.
no. It's just
Hmm.
it's outside of science. It's just the point is I have nothing to say about unscientific theories, honestly, and neither do you.
Okay.
So anyone who discusses unscientific theories is performing a hoax.
Do you believe that there's
Which
axioms that aren't contained within the study of science?
Hold on, I need to raise the volume because you're whisperingish. Yeah, what's the question? It's a good question.
Do
Repeat.
you believe that there are axioms that are not contained within the study of science? Like there's things that you believe as axiomatic truths that are not things that you have come to the knowledge through by science.
Well, axiom by definition means basically a lie. It's basically an assumption that we just claim is true.
What?
An axiom,
Are assumptions lies?
basically, because right, if
What?
if I say something that I have no evidence for, then that's a lie. And if I claim it's true, then I'm lying. Well, that is an assumption. Right? An assumption is,
Wait, so
mhm,
do you have evidence for the fact that 2 plus 2 equals 4?
of course, there's plenty of evidence.
What's the evidence?
You can use your fingers, you can use cows, you can use many things to test this theory.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Wait, so I have a question. You're familiar with Gödel's incompleteness theorem, right?
a little bit. I don't think we need it. I have my incompleteness theorem. It's much better, much simpler.
Okay, but that wasn't the question. I'm just asking you if you're familiar with Gödel's
I'm
incompleteness theorem.
familiar. I listen to Veritasium. I've listened to other people. I really can't understand it, and I don't see
Uh,
why we need it.
I don't know what Veritasium is, but basically my question is, are you familiar with the fact that there's certain propositions, certain mathematical propositions that cannot be proven? Like they're just assumed to be true.
It's fine. So, I mean, the fact that the
Wait,
number.
so under your framework, you're just saying that these propositions would be lies, right? Because they can't be proven?
Uh, no, I mean, I'm not saying anything that you would not say. I'm just saying when you assume you're making a statement about something that you have no evidence for and you're claiming it is true, but you're doing it honestly. So it's an honest lie. You're telling everyone, look, I don't know this, but I'm just going to pretend as if it's true. So it's acting. You're pretending. And at the
Yeah,
heart,
I understand what you're saying, but
yeah.
I'm saying there's very, very fundamental facts within mathematics that cannot be proven.
Mhm.
So under your view, these things would be lies, right?
It's not under my view. This is under your view. This is everyone's view.
How are you going to tell me this is under my view? I don't
What
believe
you
this.
disagree with anything I'm saying? What you disagree with the definition of an assumption?
I don't believe that an assumption is a lie. Yeah,
I'm not saying it is a lie. I mean, when you say something that you have no
that's what you
evidence,
said.
look, okay, we agree on the facts. It doesn't matter what you call it. Call it a lie. Call it a banana. We agree on the facts. When you state something that you have no evidence for, I usually call that a lie. It's fine. You can call it a banana or even
Okay, that's cool. So I'm saying we have mathematical propositions that
yeah,
are not substantiated by any evidence. They're not
fine.
reducible to
Yes.
anything that's more fundamental than themselves.
Yes.
So is this a lie?
No, no. That's called an axiom.
Okay, so then, but you said axioms are assumptions and assumptions are lies.
Fine, but you don't like it, so I'll retract it. You want to call it a banana? We'll call it a
Dude,
banana.
I'm talking about what you like. I'm not talking about what
No,
I like.
I don't care
I'm asking you if
I don't care what we call things. We agree on the facts. That is the foundation of every system is a set of axioms. You want to say
right,
that
and these
axioms
axioms are assumptions, and these assumptions are lies, right?
if you but you don't want me to say that. Look, I don't want I'm not here to dis
I'm not talking about what you want to or do not want to say. I'm asking you what you believe.
well,
Do you believe that
it's
axioms
not
are
about belief.
assumptions and that
No,
assumptions
I
are
told you
lies?
it's what you believe. And if
We're talking about your view. What do you
no,
mean
this
it's what
has
I believe?
nothing to do with my view. This is not my view. This is
Bro, I'm asking you questions about what you think.
wait. Okay, let me. What do you mean? What? Okay, so I honestly I don't know what to say. I mean, at the foundation of every system, right? You cannot have. Here is my incompleteness theorem. So at the foundation of every system, you cannot have some ground truth, right? There is no ground truth you can start from because you can question the grounding of the ground truth. It's like, what is the earth sitting on? It's sitting on a turtle. And what the turtle is sitting on another turtle.
Mm.
So its turtles all the way down. You give an infinite regression. For that reason, because of infinite regression, you cannot have a ground truth. So no system can have a ground truth. Therefore, any
What if
system.
we had
Go ahead.
what if we had some truth that justified itself such that its denial would
That's,
result in some absurdity?
that's called
Like,
that's called a logical fallacy. It's called cyclical logic.
wait,
Whatever.
so you're saying circular reasoning is always fallacious?
By definition, it doesn't promote
Okay,
it.
then
Mhm.
I would like to ask you a few questions then. So, do you think that your sense perception is reliable?
Well, let's ask scientifically. Do people in general, as a scientific phenomenon, feel that their sense of perception is reliable? I think we can claim that reliably that yes, it's a good scientific theory that we can propose. Yeah.
All right. And how do you know this? You know this by your senses, right?
How do people know this? I mean, they I guess they test it. We can test the theory that people
Right. But how do we observe the tests? By our senses, right?
yes.
So we know our senses are reliable by our senses.
I don't disagree with you. You can claim that at the base of every system is a circular reason, or you can have an axiom.
So you're saying all systems are fallacious?
Again, it's up to you. I don't care what you call it. Call it anything you want. You
Well, I think that the idea that things either infinitely regress or all things are justified in themselves are two fundamentally different ideas. I also think the idea that all things are justified in axiom is a fundamentally different idea. These are three different theories of justification, right? We're talking
no
about
infinite reg
congruentism,
no
foundationalism,
infinite
and infinitism. These are three different ideas.
no infinite regress. Th- okay, I mean fine. I mean, look, you can do whatever you want, right? Mathematics, any system is just an agreement. It's just a social contract. Any system. Where is this noise coming from? I don't know who's writing me, and I don't know where it's coming from. Anyway, any system is just a social contract, and it's a social construct. Any system. So it's up to us to decide. It's up to us. You want to talk
Wait,
about
when you say any system, just to be clear, when you say any system is a social construct, you're like I don't think you mean social contract. I think you mean like social convention. So when you're saying any system is a social convention, is this true?
I meant contract or construct or convention. It's all the same. So
Okay, sure. So is this a true statement?
it's my opinion that yeah. So
Okay, so it's your opinion. Is your opinion true?
it's my opinion. I don't know if I'm proposing it. If you disagree, you can tell me if I
Okay, so what you said is I'm proposing that this is the case,
yeah.
but I'm unsure as to whether or not what I'm proposing is true. Like
I'm,
why am
I'm
I don't really get it. I don't
So you can
I don't
look.
understand.
So again, we can propose it as an axiom. We can just agree that it is true that whatever, it's up to us. Look, you can make this infinite discussion about anything. uh, Even English, right? English is a dictionary. It's defined in a dictionary, and a dictionary is words, and each word is defined by other words, which are defined in the dictionary. So every language gives you a circular reason, which is a logical fallacy. So
Hmm.
our entire language is invalid, therefore, and mathematics is based on English. It's invalid. And logic is based on English. It's invalid, and any communication is invalid. So we're stuck. So that's no good.
So all means of communication are fallacious and invalid. Yet
Well,
you're employing them right now.
exactly. So we can just say, okay, we'll just start from axioms. That's what I'm talking. That's my incompleteness theorem. That's why I don't like Bertrand Russell, whoever came up with the
Goodl.
goedl. I don't like his incompleteness theorem. It's nonsense. I don't need it. I have a much more powerful, much simpler, truer, much more useful incompleteness theorem that is I mean, it's awesome.
Wait.
His is completely
You're saying your
nonsensical.
incompleteness you're saying your incompleteness theorem is truer?
Weak. It's up to us, right? We can say it's an
Okay,
axiom.
so according to you it's true.
No, it's up to us. I'm not going to say something you're not going
Oh.
to agree with. That's not going to be.
What if I say that I have an axiom that says that it's false, like it's not true?
Look, you look. Look. The point is the incomplete. I'm not saying the incompleteness is true. I'm just saying, right? We cannot prove the incompleteness theorem because because no system is complete. So even the words we use, the word incomplete is incomplete. That is the incompleteness theorem. No system. The word one is incomplete. No system is ever complete. So that's it. So
Your
we
view
cannot.
your view just seems kind of weird. So you're saying like we can only derive axioms
No, you don't
from
derive axioms.
uh,
That's a miss. No, no. Axioms
oh, you
are
don't derive
You
assumptions.
just
axioms?
No,
manifest.
no. Axioms are
And
you don't derive. You don't
how do I
derive
come to knowledge
assumptions.
of what's axiomatic?
No, you don't derive assumptions. You start from assumptions. Axioms are the assumptions in mathematics
Oh,
that you start from. Those are the ground truths from which you
okay.
start. Otherwise, you don't have a system. You
So
don't have
what
a.
if my axiom is just that you're wrong about everything?
That's you can do that, and that how you. Why would what use do you have in such a system? That's not a
Oh,
useful
I just
system.
don't like you. So my axiom is
It's
just that
fine.
you're wrong about everything.
What use is it for me? It's useless for me. So
Oh no, no, I'm not saying it's useful for you. It's just useful for
then
me
what's the
because I don't like you.
point? Okay, look, I understand. It's a joke. Okay. So what do you want to do now? I think you understand
I
everything.
don't know. Your view is not like your view is not yeah, bro. Like there's nothing you can do. Your view is just, oh well,
What do you mean
I
my
just
view?
assume whatever I feel like assuming, and
What do you
then it's
disagree
true to
with?
me.
What do you disagree with of everything I said? What do you disagree with?
Oh, I don't disagree with anything. My axiom
So
disagrees with
why do
everything.
you call it my view? It's your view from what you
What?
just said. It's your view. You said you don't disagree.
No, no, no. My sorry, I think you're misunderstanding. My view is that this axiom is true. And this axiom is that you are wrong about everything that you maintain that's contrary to what I maintain.
Okay, that's a separate system. Let's talk about the first system, my incompleteness theorem. Do you agree or disagree with it?
Yeah, yeah, my axiom
Okay,
says that it's
you're
false.
refusing to answer the question. All right. What do you want to do now?
No, I'm saying I
You're
disagree. My
refusing.
axiom says it's false.
You're refusing. Okay. Look, it's up to you.
Dude, the question was do I the
Understand.
question
I
was do I
understand.
disagree with
Okay,
it?
I
I
got it.
said,
I
yeah,
got it. I
I
got
do
it. I
disagree.
got it. I got it. Okay, look, what's the point? What's the point? You're having a good time? You're having a good time?
Yeah.
You're having a good time wasting time. You're creating a system that is useless, that all it gets you is your friend to laugh. That's it. I'm not even laughing. I don't think anyone listening to this in the history of ever is going to smile even. They're just going to say, okay, why is this guy wasting everybody's time? Look, I was about to start
You
doing.
get off on that, right?
Okay, listen. I was about to record, a video. I need to research Lorentz transformation. So if you have nothing of value to add to the universe, then it's up to you what you want to do. Like I'd rather invest my
Oh,
time in.
wait, is there any value that can be added?
Are you going to continue wasting my time? What are you trying to do? Are you a
Can you answer the
vegan?
question?
Are you a vegan? Are you upset that I embarrassed all the
Yeah, I'm
vegans?
a vegan.
So you're
Yeah, I'm a
embarrassed.
vegan.
So
What's
you're
your
hurting.
argument against
Are you
veganism?
hurting that I embarrassed the vegan community tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah, I just came back from a debate with vegan gains and a bunch of vegans, and I mopped the floor with their faces.
Oh, I didn't know that happened.
Okay,
So I
so
I
that's
don't
not.
know, what was your critique of veganism?
Never mind. I just spent 2 hours, debating people on veganism. I really want to get some work done. So
No, you
what? You can watch the
no
video.
you didn't. That didn't happen.
You can watch the video.
No, my axiom says that video doesn't
All
exist.
right. Look, you've done this before. Yeah, it's boring. I'm finding it excruciatingly
No,
boring.
my
Yo,
axiom
Mr.
says
Slave.
it's actually very
Okay,
stimulating.
you're
It's not
okay.
boring at all.
Apparently, you're bored, so I'm bored.
No, no, my axiom says I'm not bored.
All right. If you continue,
Yo,
I'm
Mr.
gonna.
Slave.
No, my axiom says it's not
Okay,
alright.
I'm gonna mute
Very
you.
Mr.
strong.
Slave.
I'm gonna mute you if you continue making noise. Yes, Dale.
Where you from, bro?
I don't talk about it. I'm a U.S. citizen. That's all you need to know.
You're not from America.
No,
Are you from Germany?
I don't talk about that.
Where? Why?
No personal information, guys. If you want, like, you want to talk about science,
Dude,
philosophy,
I
I
just,
don't
yeah,
disclose.
I just,
I understand.
nigga, let me talk, nigga,
I
talk.
understand. I don't discuss personal
Like,
information.
bro, I need to know it so like we can relate,
Yeah, I
so
don't
I can
discuss
talk to you
personal.
about
No
like
personal.
philosophy.
Nothing personal. Nothing personal. No,
But we
no
need to
personal. No
wait.
personal
Isn't
information. No, no,
bro?
no. No
You
personal
being a
information.
slave is like kind of personal,
All
don't you
right.
think,
Look, guys, what do you want me to do with you? Stop making noise.
bro? Bro, I'm saying like, don't you think like your whole like kink slave thing would be like something personal
Look,
to you?
I told you already. I've discussed it for too long. It's boring for me at this point. I'm not interested in talking about those nonsensical topics. I really need to.
Bro, are you gonna answer my question?
No, I'm only going to discuss
Why?
actual. I find it boring, so I'm only going to discuss something interesting.
Okay. All right, bro. What do you want to talk about?
Do you want to? I don't know. Do you know anything about science, physics,
Yeah,
physics?
yeah,
What do you know about
yeah.
physics?
I read Aristotle Physics Book 8 the other day.
Okay, I don't care. Do you know anything about modern physics, like relativity and quantum mechanics?
Wait, why don't you care about Aristotle physics?
I just don't. I'm interested currently only in the evolution of special relativity, specifically Lorentz
Oh,
transformation.
well, I think that's a bunch of crap,
I don't care.
and
Guys,
you should care about
yeah,
Aristotle physics.
yeah, I don't care. Wait,
Yo, you trying to read some Aristotle physics?
I honestly never tried. Do you want to tell me something about it? Let's hear.
All right. So in Book 8, he starts off with everything that is in motion is put in motion by something else.
That's good. That's good.
What'd you think about that?
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Was he cooking?
Absolutely. I didn't know he said that. That's genius. That's determinism. That's fantastic. I love it. What?
Are
You're
you being sarcastic right now?
no, I'm not. I had a debate the other day with someone who said that the universe is indeterminate, and it was a 4 hour debate. And after that, I started doing my physics research because it drove me insane. And since then, I've been doing
Oh,
nothing but researching physics day and night.
are you a determinist?
Yes.
Why?
I cannot fathom indeterminacy. I don't know what that means. Just like Aristotle. I agree with Aristotle.
Oh,
It's self-evident. It's not even self-evident. I just cannot even imagine a different reality. I'm sorry.
mm. Do you who like what is determining everything?
I don't know, but I've been placed on this in this universe at a certain point in time, and all I can tell you is I cannot imagine something happening without being caused it to happen by something else.
Oh, okay. So there's this guy named Garrigou Lagrange,
Okay.
and he said this really cool thing. I want you to know. I want to know what you think about it.
Mm.
He said God is either determining or determined. All right, what do you think?
God is an unscientific theory, therefore it's nonsensical.
Okay, so we're gonna try that again. So he said, God is either determined or he's determining.
Define God.
All right, so we're gonna try this again. God is either determined or he's determining.
But
So what do you think about that?
what is God? I don't know what he meant. I'm trying to help you. I'm honestly trying to help
You don't know what God means?
you. No, I mean, I don't know what he meant. The question is God a scientific theory or is God an unscientific theory? And you could have a scientific theory. You could have an unscientific theory. So which God did he choose? I don't know. If it's a
Oh,
scientific,
is there such a God that is a scientific theory?
sure. And then it's just
All
another.
right, which which God is that?
It's a God that is a scientific phenomenon. Could be basically like aliens, futuristic aliens. Like maybe they're
Oh,
outside of this.
like
Maybe
Jesus Christ?
no. Maybe this is a simulation, and it's the guy
Wait,
running the simulation. So
wait.
hmm
So you're saying Jesus Christ is unscientific,
no,
but aliens aren't?
no. Jesus was a person. We know Jesus.
No, Jesus Christ being God is unscientific,
No, that's a
but
that's
aliens.
a misreading of the original text. That's a mistranslation.
What what text?
Jesus said many times that he is the Son of Man. He never referenced himself as the Son of God. So anyone who
He did
claims
say he's the Son of God.
never, never. So if you claim Jesus is the Son of God, you're actually literally contradicting Jesus himself, who called himself the Son of Man. So you don't
But
believe
Son of
Jesus.
Man means
That's what
Son of
Jesus said.
Man means God.
Son of
Son
Man
of Man
does
means
not
God.
mean God. It's the Son of Man, not the Son of God. It's literally the opposite.
It's it's the Son of Man, not a Son of Man.
No, whatever he referenced,
The Son of Man refers
Son of
to a
Man.
certain person.
Yeah, Son of Man.
No,
Nope. What?
the Son of Man is a reference to an Old Testament vision.
No, there's no vision in the Old Testament of Son of Man.
Daniel 9.
What did Daniel 9 say?
I saw one like a Son of Man. Are
Okay.
you trolling me right now?
No.
I thought we were talking about physics, and then you started lying to me. So now I can't trust you.
All right. Look. What does the prophecy
What?
say about seeing the Son of Man?
It said that the Son of Man was God.
What? What?
Yeah,
Tell
bro.
me the verse, the complete verse.
All right, bro.
What?
The Bible say not to cast
No, no, no. Tell me
pearl
about the
before swine.
prophecy.
I'm
No, no.
gonna wait, nigga. Let me talk, nigga. Hey, look, bro. Next time you cut me off, it's gonna be a problem. All right.
What?
Bible say not to cast
Daniel 7. The prophet
pearls
Daniel
before
has a
swine.
vision of four beasts rising out of the sea, representing four
So
successive kingdoms
if
that
I
would
if I
oppress
show
Israel.
you
The vision
the Son of Man,
culminates in the appearance of one like a son of man.
mm,
Okay, these are like a types of evil kingdoms who comes with the
mm,
clouds of heaven to the ancient of days, God. Again, in
hey, bro.
7, the prophet Daniel has a vision of four beasts. You
Hey, bro.
what?
Are you gonna listen? You gonna listen?
Daniel
If I
references
sh-
a beast rising out of the sea, representing four
are you gonna
successive
are you
kingdoms
gonna listen?
that would oppress Israel. The vision culminates in the
Are
appearance
you
of.
gonna listen?
Oh, so you're saying. Okay, they left. Good. But it's very interesting, this prophecy, and then it says the vision culminates in the appearance of one like a son of man. Oh, who comes with the clouds of heaven to the ancient of days. I need to read this. I hate people misunderstanding prophecies. But if this prophecy is like about the Savior, about the Messiah, the Son of Man Daniel is often seen as a messianic figure prefiguring Jesus Christ. The title Son of Man is used in the New Testament to refer to Jesus, emphasizing his humanity and humility. Yeah, that's nonsense. So every time somebody says the Son of Man, so maybe Jesus referenced himself as the prophecy. Okay, that's his problem, not mine. Okay, I think I'm becoming a little bit tired. I was going to review, let's talk about Lorentz transformation. So the first video was nonsensical. I started listening to it. It was utter nonsense. Wait, what are we doing? Oh, we need to look. I was looking at this. I need to be careful not to talk about something else, like a different tab. So this video, I started looking at it. Lorentz transformation. That's not this one. Let's take a look at it. It's not about Lorentz transformations. So this sheep is actually moving forward. This person is standing still, right? This sheep, as it's moving forward, let's say X is forward, as it's moving forward, the clock is ticking. It's moving at a constant rate. This cat is moving to the right and then it's moving to the left as time progresses, and this person keeps standing as time progresses. Okay. Since every object is at distance zero, what? Anyway, I'm always, even though I'm in a spaceship, I'm always at x equals zero. So, according to me, I am the center of the universe. I don't know. I cannot say that any other place is the center of the universe. As far as I know, I'm the center of the universe.
Hmm.
So, this is you standing still, and this is something standing still here, something moving to the right, to the left, and something moving forward. Wait, this is moving to the right and then moving back to the original position. Wait, if this is you and you're saying you move to the left, so you're no longer the observer. You're being observed. Then this is the observer. Oh my god, I'm not sharing the
x
right.
equals 2
Oh
point.
my god, I do this every time. I'm so tired of this. Oh my god, I was sharing the wrong tab. Happens all the time. Hey, witty. Blah, 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 blah. Yay sign maglawu youth. Self determination. Oh, you guys were here during the debate? Put some philosophy videos, please, Robert Ryber. What do you mean put some philosophy? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I was listening to a YouTube video with the wrong tab. I'm such a genius. Jesus. Jesus, please save me.
Point over onto the time axis, where x equals 0. And there are really only 3 general possibilities for how to do this. Either this point gets moved onto the time axis.
Okay, so we want to find a way to take the moving cat and make it stationary, thereby taking whoever was standing still here, make them move to the left.
While keeping it at the same point in time, t equals 4, or it gets moved onto the time axis at an earlier time, say t equals 3, or a later time, like t equals 5. There's a very nice geometric way to picture these possibilities. If we think of motion on a space-time diagram as a series of snapshots, like at time t equals 0, the cat is at position 0, at time t equals 1, the cat is at position 0.5, at time t equals 2, the cat is at position 1, etc., then the transformation where points move to the time axis and keep the same time just looks like sliding each snapshot over a corresponding amount.
Oh, very nice. Amazing.
The possibility where points move to the time axis at
Okay, so we're taking the cat that was moving to the right and we want to make it, we want to see the world from its point of view. So it needs to be stationary. So we want to shift it over. So, and that what happens is the whole, everything slides to the left. Perfect.
at a later time looks kind of like some sort of rotation around the origin. And the possibility where points move to the time axis at an earlier time looks kind of like some sort of squeeze stretch rotation. The reason these last two involve rotating the snapshots rather than just sliding is to make sure that the angle between the cat's world line and my world line stays the same before and after the transformation. It's a fun little geometry puzzle to understand why. Now, among these three, the option that makes the most intuitive sense based on our everyday experiences of the passage of time is that a given point in time should stay at the same point in time and just slide over to the time axis. I mean, we don't noticeably experience time travel every time we hop on a train or bike or plane. And this sliding does mathematically work. If we move things at time t equals 1 a half meter to the left, and things at time t equals 2 1 meter to the left, and so on, then we'll have a description from the cat's perspective. The cat's not moving, and I'm moving to the left half a meter every second. It works for other speeds too. If we want the perspective of somebody who's going a meter per second to the right relative to the cat, we can slide the snapshots over even farther. And now the cat's going a meter per second to the left, and I'm going a meter and a half per second to the left. And of course, we can slide back to my perspective, from which the newcomer is going a meter and a half per second to the right.
Wow, this is so useful. Wow, excellent.
This kind of sliding change of perspective is normally called a shear transformation, but that's when both dimensions are space dimensions. Since one of our dimensions is time, a shear transformation represents a change in the velocities of things. So in physics, it's called a boost, as in rocket boosters boosting you to a higher speed. However, it turns out that boosts in the physical universe are not actually described by shear transformations. This is where the second and most famous piece of experimental evidence comes in, the speed of light. As you've probably heard, starting in the late 1800s, physicists built up mountains of experimental and theoretical evidence.
Wait, there's other experiments besides Michelson and Morley?
Starting in the late 1800s, physicists built up mountains of experimental.
So this is on the right here is Maxwell's. Looks like Maxwell's. So Maxwell's discovery of radio waves. That's Hertz. 1 second.
And
Fizeau. I never heard of Fizeau. It's the only one here I never heard of. And Michelson Morley. Michelson Morley is this one. And they did it. Okay, flat, but so they didn't find anything. And Lorentz explained it with Maxwell's. So Lorentz claimed that you get length contraction.
Theoretical evidence that the speed of light in a vacuum is always the same, even if you measure it from a moving perspective. This is, of course, entirely unintuitive from our everyday experiences.
All right, they didn't know that our internal clocks move at the speed of light, so the ether moving through us should slow down our internal clocks.
with velocities, where if you throw a ball from a standstill and then from a moving vehicle, the ball thrown from the vehicle will be moving faster relative to the ground. And yet, experimental results show that light does not behave like everyday objects. Shine light from a standstill or from a moving vehicle, and its measured speed relative to the ground will be the same. Shear transformations simply can't accommodate this feature of light's behavior. They change all velocities equally by sliding each snapshot an amount proportional to its time. No velocity remains unchanged. If you draw the world line of a light ray and then change to a moving perspective using a shear transformation, the speed of that light ray will change, which is wrong. Luckily, one of the other two options for boosting to a moving perspective can accommodate a constant speed of light. Luckily, using a shear
So
transformation unchanged. If you draw the world line of a light ray and then
So that's a light ray. So it's moving to the right at the speed of light.
change to a moving perspective using a shear transformation, the speed of that light ray will change, which is
So the speed of light ray changes. But the question is, has it changed relative? I mean, what are you saying? Let's look at this.
its time. No velocity remains unchanged. If you draw the world line of a light ray and then change
Okay, so there's a cat moving to the left at 1 meter per second. There's a person standing still, and there's a light ray. So from this diagram, it looks like you need to add speeds. This is the speed of light plus the speed of the cat. So that's already incorrect. This is not, the problem is not the shifting. The problem is that this is already incorrect. Everyone should be measuring the speed of light as a constant if we want to be truthful to the experiment. That's a good question.
change to a moving perspective using a shear transformation, the speed of that light ray will change, which is wrong. Luckily,
Okay, it was wrong before, so that's like nonsensical.
one of the other two options for boosting to a moving perspective can accommodate a constant speed of light. Remember the transformation where the snapshots do a kind of squeeze rotation and points move to the time axis at earlier times? This kind of transformation can amazingly leave one speed unchanged even while it changes all other speeds. Even more amazingly, the unchanged speed is left unchanged in all directions. Let's do an example. Here's a set of snapshots from my perspective with a slow-moving sheep and two fast-moving cats. And let's suppose that we have experimental evidence that cats always move at the same speed regardless of perspective. If we want to describe this situation from the
Wait, but how does it help? I don't understand how this helps. I'm confused by this diagram.
perspective of the sheep, we can't simply slide the snapshots over so the sheep isn't moving and its world line coincides with the time axis, since that would change the speed of the cats. But if we slide and rotate and stretch the snapshots like this, then look, we've transformed the diagram to both describe things from the sheep's perspective and keep the cats moving at the same speed they were before. You might note that the various cats appear to be spaced out differently along their world lines, but that just means that the constant time snapshots from my perspective aren't constant time snapshots from the sheep's perspective. The important thing is that the angle of the cat's world lines, which represents their speed, has remained unchanged. It's kind of amazing to me.
Wait, are we still transmitting? Oh, I think I'm gonna stop here because I need to rest. I need to take a break. I need to look into Lorentz transformation. I need to figure this out. This ended up being a good video that I need to concentrate, take it seriously. I wasn't taking it seriously. All right, I'm gonna stop here. Today was a good day. All right, everyone. Bye bye.